Ah, fuck that one up. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, happy Wednesday. Let's get ready to rumble. I hope that you all are stoked. We've got less than 2 weeks before the elections. This is the week where the sausage will be made or it won't. We've got, and for those of you who are new, welcome to Student Loan Justice. We are the oldest, largest, first, only true grassroots group fighting only and absolutely for student loan borrowers. We're of the borrowers, for the borrowers, by the borrowers. And I can tell you there is a lot of nonsense out there right now. The most important thing that I will say, ladies and gentlemen, we have been doing this for 17 and a half years now. I can tell you that we've got to get our bankruptcy rights back. It lies at the core of everything. I don't care if you want to file for bankruptcy or not. It doesn't matter. Very few people will even have to file when we get the right returned. Unless and until we get bankruptcy back, we're going to see nothing but, pardon my French, bullshit out of Washington, D.C. It's a trick. The biggest trick out there is to foist a fake loan cancellation on us as a cheap substitute for bankruptcy. When we get bankruptcy rights back, very good things will happen. Nothing good will happen until and unless we get this constitutionally enshrined right back. So we're fighting for two bills, S2598 and S9110. And before I get into it, I have a quick announcement to make first. Vote for Lisa and Christina. They're in a glamour contest. Yes, you heard that right. A glamour contest for a national glamour fashion magazine. They are marrying the two worlds of fashion and glamour together. The last I checked, both of them were in the top 10 for voting. It's kind of a big deal, actually. And go there and vote for both of them. Those are the two links. You can see them right there. Vote, vote, vote. I don't know exactly how the voting goes, but I do know that they're both in the top 10. And I think the second round of voting ends like tomorrow or like Friday or something. So please vote for them. It will help. Second announcement. If you could donate right now, we almost made that $1,000 fundraising goal, by the way. We brought in a little over $800, and that was matched, by the way, by a very generous donor from California. So if you appreciate what we are doing, if you like what we've done, what we're doing, and most importantly, what we are poised to get done, then please donate. Okay, that's it for the fundraising and for the announcements. Vote for Lisa and Christina. Tonight, guys, I want to talk a little bit about all the lies that are being told against us. We've been doing this for 17 and a half years, ladies and gentlemen. We've been all over the news. We've made the most important news on cancellation, on bankruptcy, on the student loan issue in general, going back to a top story on 60 Minutes back in 2006. But we've broken news in the Wall Street Journal and the Chronicle of Higher Education. We've been all over the media, and I can tell you that the media is completely in the tank with the student loan swamp right now. Like 95% of the media is crap. And now during this election season, it's even more crap. They're trying to... Here's the biggest terrible, it's not a lie, it's a distraction. The biggest and I don't want to talk about it for much longer because, like I said, it's a distraction. I don't want to distract you. But it's this Biden loan cancellation. Now, this group is fully on board with loan cancellation. We started the public conversation about student loan cancellation. We were the first group to publicly call on then President Trump to cancel student loans by executive order. We started the petition that fueled that whole public debate. We would not have this Biden loan cancellation, but for the efforts of the people on this group. So there's that. We are fully on board. We are fully for loan cancellation. But this Biden cancellation is crap. There's a key twist right now, and that is it's become a political political football, let's say. Republicans are opposed. Democrats are tepidly in favor. Some are not, but It's become a partisan issue. And Republicans across the country, including mostly from states that are being crushed by student loan debt, which makes no sense, are suing to stop the student loan cancellation. And guys, this is the twist that few people realize. The Department of Education does not want to cancel student loans. They're trying to, the Republicans are trying to cast this loan cancellation debate as one being of, normal, good, hardworking people, taxpayers fighting against the administrative state. And that is the most ridiculous. It makes blood shoot out of my fucking eyeballs to even see it. The administrative state is the Department of Education. The Department of Education has no desire or even intentions of canceling any student loans. So these lawsuits that we're seeing, it may as well be the Department of Education administrators, the bureaucracy at the Department of Education, suing itself. This is a good old boys club, and they are all on the same side of this lawsuit. So guys, we'll see where it goes. Honestly, I don't care. Loan cancellation is, to me, that's the next thing because, as I said, we're not going to see any meaningful loan cancellation unless and until we get the return of bankruptcy rights to the debt. Only, I'm telling you guys, and I'm never wrong, only when we get the constitutionally enshrined right of bankruptcy back are we going to see any kind of meaningful loan cancellation. Quite frankly, I think when we do get the right return, we will see broad, deep, probably pretty swift, maybe even total loan cancellation. Probably not total, but you never know. This lending system is a failed big government beast. And only, the founding fathers were being wrecked by debt to British banks and merchants. The founders called for uniform bankruptcy laws in the Constitution, not the Bill of Rights, the body of the Constitution itself. And they called for it like on the first page of the Constitution. I don't know exactly how many pages the Constitution is, but like the scroll, it's like near the top of the scroll. On the scroll that the Constitution is written on, ahead of the power to raise an army, ahead of the power to, declare war and create a judiciary in the Constitution, not the Bill of Rights, the body of the Constitution itself, the founding fathers call for uniform bankruptcy laws. The founders knew something, ladies and gentlemen, and I know today the way the media portrays this and just people's own psychology, nobody wants to fight for bankruptcy. It's a stigmatizing thing. It's unpopular. It's unpleasant. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you it lies at the heart of everything. Hey, if you have any questions or comments, throw them out. I'm very happy to respond to them tonight. One last quick announcement. I'm sorry to be jumping around like this. We need your actions. It all comes down to you doing our actions. Go to our website, look at our daily actions. If you've never done any actions, certainly of the daily actions, do 2 weeks worth. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, we're doing a very special project. Like normally our daily actions are like retweet this, retweet that. It's very helpful, but tomorrow we're going to switch it up, guys. Tomorrow we are going to hopefully overwhelm C-SPAN. Like everybody knows what C-SPAN is, right? I don't have to explain that. Now I can't do it because I got a call into C-SPAN 2 days ago, and Leslie Fishman, to her great credit, got a call into C-SPAN. Was it today or yesterday? I don't know, but C-SPAN works, and it's very easy to get in to C-SPAN. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning, we need you to wake up and starting at 7 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time, we're asking everybody to call into C-SPAN, regardless of who the guest is, regardless of the topic, and find a way to make a comment about student loans, bankruptcy, and our legislation, our bills, S-2598 and HR 9110. So, hey, dudes, I'm looking for your comments right now. But ask Leslie; she'll tell you. It's very easy. It's easy to get on. I can't get on because you can only call like once a month, and so they know me there and stuff. But you can get on very easily. It should not be a problem at all. Let me just do a quick refresh here. But I hope you guys are stoked. I hope you guys understand how important this week is right now. This week, if we don't get bankruptcy done by the election, which is a little bit less than 2 weeks from now, it's going to be tough. And frankly, there's two things that can happen between now and the election. There's one, our bills can be passed, and that can happen. Come like next Monday or Tuesday, it'll be kind of ridiculous to even to hope for that. But anyways, what we do right now matters. But there's another thing that can happen. We have the Secretary of Education. We have the Undersecretary of Education, James Quall. We have the Chief Operating Officer of the Federal Student Loan Program, Richard Cordray. All of them promising to stop opposing student loan borrowers in bankruptcy court. We have them saying that many times over the past, since Biden took office, since like summer of Biden's first year, 2021. That can also happen before the election. That is the minimum, that second thing, that is the minimum that has to happen for us, our group, to have the confidence in the Democrats that we need to give them our endorsement. Now, we're a fiercely nonpartisan group, guys. We pretty much hate both parties. We will endorse whatever party fights for us. Now, the Democrats are more important right now because they hold the House, they hold the Senate, they hold the presidency. They can return bankruptcy protections tomorrow via legislation is obviously what they will do if they want a very stunning, strong, ringing, eager, enthusiastic, aggressive endorsement from us. And they should want that, by the way. We are the largest untethered voting bloc in U.S. history. I kid you not. There are 38 million distressed student loan borrowers in the country, and more than half of them are Republican or independent. Very huge untethered voting bloc. So that can certainly happen by the election. So we're fighting for both of those things, guys. And I'm telling you, come November 8th, if the Democrats haven't lived up to their promise as laid out in their own platform in 2020, DNC platform, 2020, 2016, number one, they're going to be pummeled in the midterms is my best guess. Like, there is no other lever that the Democrats can pull at this point. They are down in the polls. And the polls typically underrepresent Democrats, by the way. The polls usually they falsely show a Democratic lead when in fact it's a tie, if that makes sense. And they are down in the polls. And I can't think of any other issue around which the battle lines are not clearly drawn. Student loans is that. And there are 38 million voters in the country right now who tonight will be losing sleep over their student loans. And we vote. And the Democrats should be doing everything they can to get us to vote for them. I know they're trying. This lame Biden loan cancellation was a very good try. And if you look at the polling in the 10 days after Biden made that announcement, the Democrats sprung ahead by 2 full percentage points of the Republicans. I think that happened in the first, I think it was the first week after Biden's loan cancellation. And there was really not much else going on at the time, guys. It was pretty much student loans that did that. But even that very nominal 2 percentage point lead has now evaporated. So the Democrats, they've got to do something. And I will also say, if the Republicans were to pull something out of their ass tomorrow and all of a sudden do a joint press conference with Mitch McConnell and, Kevin McCarthy and others, Donald Trump or something, and all of a sudden call for the return of bankruptcy protections to student loans, we would endorse them. We would. And quite frankly, there's some good conservatives out there. But anyways, I'm not going to get lost in the nonsense. We are strong, guys, and we don't kowtow to anyone. We don't give any politician or party our vote unless they earn it. And the minimum thing that they must do to earn it is, in the case of the Democrats, returning bankruptcy to the loans before the election. Very simple. It's something they can do, something they've promised to do, and something they have to do if they want our endorsement. And, it's not just our endorsement. In fact, our endorsement is pretty inconsequential, I would say. We have over 1 million people in this group, so it's certainly not nothing. But what's more important is how people in the country will feel. 38 million distressed borrowers, if the Democrats at the 11th hour say, oh, we're giving you your bankruptcy rights back, a whole bunch of those 38 million people will breathe a massive sigh of relief, not because they want to file for bankruptcy, but because they can feel the weight of this unconstitutional, predatory lending scam on their backs. And having the floor of fairness that bankruptcy is, as enshrined in the Constitution, will give them that peace of mind, that floor of confidence, so that they can wake up in the morning and feel like they have a reason to get out of bed. So we are very important, not in what we say, what we do, just our own. We are very important, ladies and gentlemen. And this group is extraordinarily important because we are the only group, including among all the groups claiming to be fighting for student loan borrowers, we're the only group of significant size in the country fighting for bankruptcy, which is the key to everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, if solving this problem is at all important to you, do the daily actions, and tomorrow morning, get up and get ready to make some speed dials into C-SPAN. I'm sorry to be lagging, guys. I'm looking for your comments right now. Tomorrow, C-SPAN. Also, vote for Lisa and Christina. Both those things are very easy things you can do right now, and they help big time. And by the way, I just want to thank everybody out there on the live stream and out there in the country who have been doing our daily actions. We would not be where we are today, so close to victory, but for your actions. We need way more people helping, but, Martha, and I can't name them all. We have so many people who deserve massive credit for getting us to where we are here today on the cusp. Massive credit for now. We need you to jump on with everyone and help us down this final stretch. Do it with us as a group. Do it as an army of one. I don't care, but get it done. Throw off whatever psychological garbage is holding you back. Our opposition wants you scared and intimidated and doing nothing. And like reading Forbes magazine, our opposition, the student loan swamp, wants you doing nothing. Are you going to give them that pleasure? We will not have this window of opportunity maybe ever again. It was 13 years of us walking in the wilderness after the Democrats screwed us out of bankruptcy in 2008. Well, here we are 14 years later. We finally have this opportunity again. Don't let it pass you by. Because if you let it pass you by, you're letting it pass us by. And we can't win without you guys. We are the veterans. We are the pioneers. You cannot unhear that. I mean, you have no idea how desperately important you are to us right now. So if you're walking around alone and ashamed, no. You're with us, and we need you fighting with us. Starting with the daily actions. Let me just dial that in real quick. Starting with the daily actions, obviously, but let's phone bomb C-SPAN tomorrow. I originally was saying, let's bomb C-SPAN tomorrow. And a couple of people pointed out that it probably wasn't super smart to say that. So I changed my text on that. Let us overwhelm C-SPAN tomorrow with phone calls. And just for chits and grins, let me just give you the numbers. I got to have them memorized. If you're a Democrat, it's 202-748-8000. If you are a Republican, it's 202-748-8001. If you're an independent, like I am, and like this group is 202-748-8002. So tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, this is the very early wake-up call for you. But do it. Get it done. It's worth doing. Oh, we have a ton of comments tonight, guys. I'm sorry, I probably can't possibly hope to get to them. We have 40 comments already. I'm so sorry in advance. Hey, Joanna Kearns in Florida says, call C-SPAN tomorrow. So I take it that you're in, Joanna. You are going to call C-SPAN tomorrow. Hey, Doug Russman, everyone on the group should be donating at least $20 a month. Oh, well, thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Maybe I should, let me do our donate link real quick. Doug, I think if everybody donated $20, that would be way too much, actually. We don't need that much money to survive and thrive. But we can't do it on nothing, ladies and gentlemen. We are on a very thin thread here financially. I suck at fundraising, and so it's hard to do for me because I just hate asking for money, but we've got to do it. We can do what we do on a few $1,000s a month, which is like poverty level, whatever. We can't do it on nothing. So please donate if you will. I told you we nearly finished our $1,000 fundraising goal for that matching thing. So that's great. But it would be very helpful if we could raise a couple hundred more dollars at this time. Okay. Enough of that. What's important are our daily actions. So, Doug, I hope, I don't know what your schedule is, but I hope that you will agree to call C-SPAN tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. Michael Cheney, truck driver from Ohio, salt of the earth, absolutely fucking awesome guy, pardon my French. Was interviewed in the New York Times, believe it or not, a few months ago, I think over the summertime. Michael, I hope you might find a way to call C-SPAN tomorrow. I know that you're driving crazy shifts, but if you happen to be able to, Jackie Abram says, at least, okay, that's on the donation thing. And remember, guys, your actions are way, 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 way more valuable than any nickels and dimes you might donate to us. We don't need a lot of money. We do need some money, but we don't need a lot. But your actions are way more valuable than any money you could possibly donate. Your actions are everything. Calling C-SPAN tomorrow. I would very much rather that you call into C-SPAN tomorrow. If you had to pick between like donating and doing something, call into C-SPAN tomorrow. Yeah. Jackie, will you make it a point to call into C-SPAN tomorrow, please? I'm asking everybody. Let's do this. I think it'll be really effective. Members of Congress watch C-SPAN. Many, many, many members of Congress watch C-SPAN, like a huge percentage. All sorts of decision makers watch C-SPAN. So, oh, and by the way, I already said Leslie got on. Was that today, Leslie, or yesterday? My mind is just gone at this point. I've been in student loan justice battle delirium lately. I think I'm going to have PTSD when we get done with this whole damn thing. But yeah, no, good on Leslie. Leslie got on. Other of our members have gotten on quite a few times in the past. I know Gordon Watts has gotten on a number of times. I've probably gotten on like 50 times over the past like 10 years or so. Doug Russman says, Alan has foreseen all things that have come true so far. Do not be deterred by the Department of Education's smoke and mirrors, tricks and treats that have been transferred to the media. Only bankruptcy rights will provide any meaningful relief. You're exactly right, Doug. From Doug's lips to your ears. And it's not because you file for bankruptcy, by the way. It's just having the threat, the leverage of bankruptcy back on our side, ladies and gentlemen. Please get that through your skull. I know a lot of people, if this is your first time watching our live stream, you don't get that. And I don't blame you. It's just human nature is like, I don't want to file for bankruptcy. No one does. We've got to have that floor of fairness returned. Whether you would ever or never file is not important. So, hey guys, I think I'm going to cut it short tonight. But in the immortal words of Terry Dodd, how you doing, Terry? We got this. It's now or nothing, y'all. It is. Terry knows what he's talking about. We will get these loans canceled one way or another. Let's overwhelm the system. You know, we may not have $1 million budget. We may not have a staff running around in Washington, D.C. We may not have, the New York Times and, CNN on freaking speed dial at our beck and call. But we have people. We have people like Terry and Michael and Leslie. We've got over 1 million people on our group, like as a technical matter. That's true. But that only matters when you help us fight. We don't have all that stuff that maybe some of the other groups have. But we're real. We have real people. We're not full of shit, pardon my French. The other groups ought to be ashamed of themselves, by the way. They are completely silent on the bankruptcy issue. And that speaks volumes about how fake, how astroturf they are. Like one of them is truly astroturf, but I digress. What we have are people. What we have are me and Terry and Michael and Leslie and Martha Monroe, who is wheelchair bound. She can't even speak, but her mind works fine, and she does our daily actions. She tears it up. We have people like that, and you guys to me are the true warriors and veterans. I include myself in that. I'm no slouch either, but I'm telling you guys, what matters is you. What matters are the people on this group. When the people on this group don't do anything, nothing gets done. We would be nowhere without all the people I just mentioned and thousands of more, their actions. So I'm going to finish tonight by saying what I said at the beginning. Please donate. Please vote for Lisa and Christina. Her. Help us overwhelm C-SPAN tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I rewind this thing if you need the phone numbers by about 15 minutes. And do the daily action. The time is right now, guys, right now. Like this is it. This is it. So figure it out. This is your war. This is your battle. And we are coming down the home stretch. Either we will succeed because of you or something else that I don't even want to talk about. Right now, I'm keeping it positive. Let's win this battle. We've never been closer. Just a little further, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little further. So I will be watching C-SPAN. I cannot call C-SPAN myself tomorrow. It's all up to you. So please, let's get this done. I will be back tomorrow. Ed, our fearless co-leader. Ed may be back tomorrow. Ed is hoping to be back tomorrow. So today's Wednesday. Yes. Ed is hoping to be back tomorrow. We'll see. Ed, if you're out there, hang in there, buddy. We hope to see you here back in the saddle very soon. You're a cowboy. I tried to play that song at the opening for you. I've never been more hopeful. And I only hope that the one thing that we need, which is you helping us fight our battle, your battle, will happen starting tonight with the daily actions, but really happening tomorrow on C-SPAN. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. Keep the faith. Godspeed. God bless everyone. And vote for Lisa and Christina.